today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college. Went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess.
Rodgers pass.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Dillon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to Devin Funchess.
Devin Funchess there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Hill, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for us Saints.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
For another Saints.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give them a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The pass.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
At their own 21-yard.
Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry. Brought down right
after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter with the score, Packers 7.
DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Hill. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
4. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's good for us.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side.
The pass.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
They'll run on first down. Murray. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 47. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Folks, remember this. His first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in Week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about him. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Yeah, he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A shotgun snap for Hill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders.
Hill's pass complete to Emmanuel Sanders. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 10.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Murray.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Underneath, he's got Olsen. Shrugs off another. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
3rd and 1.
And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
For the Saints.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards.
And he gets it to Funchess, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
To throw again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete.
Rodgers pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Saints, nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sanders. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Gain of 7.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brings up second.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, Rodgers. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's
A gain of 32 that time.
First down.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Saints, nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made by Christian Kirksey. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 38.
That's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
For a safe.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to.
I don't care what sport you're playing.
It's a big
Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
19-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble and hit 2nd down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
From the gun, here's Hill. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Will Lutz on for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The keeper. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
On the pickup.
Second and 6. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Makes the score Packers 23, Saints 7.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The quarterback on the scramble. Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score. Packers 23. Saints 13.
A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Complete to his wide.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They get it to Funches on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Dillon now on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point try now for Crosby. that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That one complete to Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Green Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.